What's up, everybody? It's DJ Snead, creator and host of Let's Get Booked podcast, a show where I bring business owners on to promote their business and potentially get booked by people like you. You can expect to hear many different business owners on this podcast, from photographers to caterers to tax services to venue owners and live bands. Check out the link in the description or go to my website at djsnead.com and click podcasts to learn more about the businesses you never knew you were looking for. Tell them the Snead sent you. Let's get booked.
I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait. I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait. I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait. I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait.
Yeah. I see y'all rocking with me. I seen it. Don't front. Listen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Get Booked. I am your man DJ Snead, and today I have two very special guests with me. I have Kathryn and Jennifer from PROOF Bartenders. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. How you doing today? How you feeling?
Very good, very well. Real excited to be here and to talk with you about Proof and interact with you and hopefully get booked.
Oh yeah.
This is great.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And as I was doing my research on you guys in the company, I thought about two things. One, I thought about I don't drink enough, and then two, I thought about how dope is this? Like, this whole business model is just so smart. It's so dope, and I am seriously intrigued and excited to learn more about it. And I think my listeners and viewers will too. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. How long has PROOF Bartending been in business?
So we've been originating and hatching and incorporating it actually in 2021. And although we feel like a lot of our work has happened in the past year, and we're really kind of launching from this point actually a couple of months ago moving forward. So it's been a couple of years in the works, but I feel like we're really lifting off.
We kind of inched it along, the
Right.
concept, which is great, part of the story too. But yeah, our official birthday as a licensed business is January 11th, 2021.
Awesome.
A lot of good numbers.
111,
by the way, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's dope. So talk to me about where the name PROOF Bartending came from.
So we had the concept first, and remember we originally called it Posh.
Yes.
Because I was obsessed with the word posh because of the soccer movie or the soccer show. What's the on Apple TV that everyone's watching?
Ted Lasso.
Yes, Ted Lasso.
There it is.
They used the word posh on there, and I'm like, that's it. And no one really liked that name. So we workshopped it a little and hit on the word proof, and I think it was combined with some other stuff. But we loved it. We loved proof in terms of the play on words with alcohol, of course.
Right.
Got that. And our full company name is Proof Solutions, which is even gets deeper into the word play on words there.
Yeah.
And bigger than that, even, it's to us proof that you can start a business. You can create the kind of life you want. You can say, I want to have a business with my sister where we, do cool shit at parties and meet people and create a way for people with great vibes to make extra cash and take what they have in terms of hospitality further out into the world. So
that's dope. I always think about when people, especially sisters, when sisters go into business, that's like a dream, I mean, well, sometimes people hate their siblings, but yeah, I love mine. But
probably like your sister.
Right. So I always commend those who are able to go into business with siblings or family, period, to be honest with you. That's always dope. So, congrats to you too. Talk to me about where you guys are located.
So we're in Dublin, Columbus, Ohio area.
Okay. Gotcha. Awesome. And how many, do you travel? Do you guys travel
We
for?
do travel. Yep.
Mhm.
Anywhere outside of 30 miles of the general Columbus area, we do have a travel fee for that. But we actually were just in a wedding in West Virginia in August
Oh,
because
wow.
the bride and groom really understood that it's important to have bartenders that have good vibes, to have a good party,
Hmm.
and were willing to bring us out there. In fact, they're the maid of honor, the first thing she did in her speech was thank us and the DJ. She's like, you guys are the most important people. And, it was great. It was like, yes, people who
Listen,
understand,
I,
that's
I
how it goes.
for real, like I always think about that too. Like I don't think people understand whether you're at a bar, club, a wedding, um, the bartenders and the DJ go hand in hand. First of all, we're probably the first two there, setting up and getting ready, and then more than likely we're the last two there,
Yep.
breaking down and
Yep.
getting everything out. So
Everything.
yeah. So to as I've gotten, more people on this show, I start to realize how much more we are in business together. Like it's very important as somebody that's hiring you to know your vendors and make sure that your vendors need to one get along but be on the same page. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So yeah, that's dope right there.
Mhm.
So as far as proof bartending goes, how many bartenders do you guys have?
So we have about 50 right now.
Wow.
Because we're like a side hustle, at any given time, right? Depends how many are available, how many are interested in a particular event. But we have 50 hand selected bartenders, and which is really
Yeah,
important to us because our brand depends on vibes. So
for real.
right now, the majority there's a few that have just found us and said they want to be part of the team, but the majority of that 50 are people that we know personally already, or we meet and recruit when we
Yeah.
go out, go to a bar, go to an event, whatever, and we meet someone. I've recruited people that at like a store that aren't even bartenders just because the vibes are there, and
Right.
that's the thing. That's the unteachable piece of value that we're trying to bring to the market. But
That is so dope. That is so dope. Um, when you talk about vibes, like you ain't talking about like when you be at the hibachi place and they throwing the
yeah,
eggs up and that, like, is that what you're talking about when you say vibes and stuff?
no,
Like,
no,
oh,
not at
okay,
all.
okay.
I mean, maybe we probably have a few that can do that.
Put on a show.
Yeah, but mostly, and this, I think people who have sort of that openness to others,
Right.
and a generally positive
Mm-hmm.
outlook, and just have that something that makes you want to be around them
Yeah,
and
for sure.
put other people at ease.
For sure.
That
For
kind of
sure.
thing that you just pick up from people, and we realized how much a difference it made, in events because we have great vibes,
Right. Oh, I'm feeling the vibes. I like your vibes. Like
right?
since we first started talking, I was like, yeah, these chicks is yeah, let's go.
Right? And we're
Um,
like, there's a lot of people like us, and we know them, and they should have a chance to show the world, what that's worth.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. So when I was doing my research on you, right, I went to your website and I noticed that your website has two options, right? So the first option is need one, and then the second option is be one, which I think is one of the most creative marketing tactics that you could do in this business. Like for real, I'm not lying. I've been around for a long time. Super dope. So can you talk me through each option for someone that goes to your website and wants to, think about which option they would want to choose?
Sure. You want me to take that one? Sure. So need one is I need one. I need a bartender.
Right.
A bartender with vibes. So that's our kind of our venue. We really are marketing to venues, planners, individual hosts, um, or event centers. So if they're saying either I'm a venue and I'm short staffed, like the whole month of October is shot, everybody's sick, and I got nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So what that basically, there's kind of a landing page after the need one click, and we have a lead form that just pulls. We use Typeform for that, which is great. I'm going to plug them because I think they're a great brand too. So we pull their information that way, and then reach out to contact them about their event, and how we can kind of put together the resources that meet their needs. And then on the B1 side, it is if you want to become one of our bartenders.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, like I said, we just recently kind of opened that side up, and because we've been really protective about recruiting only people we know, and we've personally done a vibe check on.
Yeah.
So we've gotten, I think I have 4 or 5 in there, people who found us just searching on the internet and want to work in our model. And so we're actually scheduling right now. We were just talking about, do we bring them into the office? I'm like, no. Actually, Jen said, no, we got to meet them at the bar. They got to come. You got to go get a drink with them. Like,
yeah. That only makes sense.
In here, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So we'll be, and honestly, it's less about qualifications, because the types of events that we hope to recruit for could be anything from, opening beers at Nationwide Arena and not needing any formal bartending experience.
Yeah.
But needing vibes.
Exactly.
All the way to, the guy, the onion volcano.
Right. Look, it's funny you say that though, because I was just reading an article. It was about Snoop Dogg, and it said Snoop Dogg blew my mind too. It said Snoop Dogg does not drink the alcohol for the companies that he's in business with. And I found, and you know why he said it's because he partnered with them to make money, not to get drunk.
Oh.
I mean, genius, genius.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, I would, me personally, and like I told you, I don't really drink that much. So like me personally, I would definitely not drink. I don't drink while I work anyway. I got too much money invested, but I still think, we're going to keep going there. The vibe, you got to pass the vibe. Yeah. If you ain't got the vibe, you don't need to be with Proof Bartenders.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of drink you can make. It's not going to work.
Right.
Exactly.
That is our brand, because that's what we're delivering in the market that's not currently available, right?
Yeah.
We use a staffing company, and they have, I'm sure, great people, and I'm sure many of them have great vibes, but they're not specifically, you can't guarantee it, and we really want to be able to guarantee it. This person is good.
Yeah.
Your people are going to like our people.
Yep. And and I tell people, when you book DJ Snead for your event, whether that's a wedding, a party, whatever, you're getting an experience. You're not just getting a dude that just presses play and, you're getting an experience. So that's something that I feel that you would get with Proof Bartending and their bartenders. You're getting an experience, along with, good drinks and great vibes. We'll keep saying it. All right.
Yep, we'll keep saying it. That's been our core. One of our core values is the experience of authentic hospitality.
Yeah.
You know that someone really cares about taking care of you.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it. Mm-hmm.
For sure. 100%. So what's the number one quality? Well, I wouldn't say number one. We know number one is the vibe, but what's give me more qualities you feel that a bartender must have if they're looking at coming on to Proof Bartenders, I'm sorry.
So we need people who are able to read a room. So what that means is if you don't have someone in front of you, you're wiping down the counter, you're checking ice, you're doing things, but you're still always looking. You're still always making sure that you seem approachable. So just, again, making your energy be included or available to people who need it. And as people who can listen, and the hospitality piece, not everybody wants to drink alcohol. If you have somebody that comes up there and is like, well, I guess I'll have a Diet Coke. Well, that should be like, oh, well, I can make you a cranberry club soda with a little bit of lime and a, whatever with that, like something that matches what they're saying, not just giving them a Diet Coke because that's what they asked for, like understanding they don't really want a Diet Coke because they probably only think that's only, those are their only options if it's not alcohol. So just having an innate ability of listening to people and making yourself available to what the client needs.
Yeah, this is dope. I love this conversation. I'm learning. I'm a lifelong learner, so I'm definitely feeling this.
You are a great bartender, by the way. Don't think we're not going to recruit you.
So talk to me a little bit. What is the 2-step rule in bartending?
So that's actually another one of our important, and kind of links in with what Jennifer was saying about keeping busy but staying open. So the 2-step rule means you should have everything you need within about 2 steps on either side of where you're kind of posted up. And that can be tough depending on the venue and the space that they have for the bar or whatever kind of setup. There's a lot of blank slate venues right now that, the bar could be 2 steps in itself, or it could be huge and not laid out well for your workflow. So keeping things close and understanding the workflow for how you're going to make drinks is another kind of one of our important training aspects, because you may have worked in a bar that's really well set up, but you're not always going to get that with a wedding or a party. You got to come in and be able to set up your flow, your operational flow, in order to make that 2-step rule a reality for the night.
Right.
You can't bring the vibe if you're frazzled because your stuff's all over and you're sweating and you're
right
out. Mm-hmm.
For sure. That's dope. Talk to me a little bit. I'm really interested in knowing your background. So both of you, what is your background in bartending?
So I'm youngest, so I'll go first.
Get that in there. See how she did that?
So, we grew up in Montana and born in
Hold up, like the state Montana?
Yes. Yeah. We've been in Ohio since 2018.
How are your first Montanans?
Listen, shout out to the whole state of Montana. I could probably name 2 cities in Montana, but shout out to Montana.
That's a lot. Actually. Most people can't.
Hold on, I'm going to go.
They say
Hold on.
Glacier a city?
No, ain't it Helena?
Helena.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I done messed up. See, my mom's name is Helen, so I'm going to say Helena. All right. And then Bozeman?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
That's good.
Shout out to Montana, though.
Yes, thank you. We love it. So when I worked outside of Bozeman at a ski resort. And
okay.
So I helped with bartending. They had banquets and functions, and so I would help do it there. Nothing too formal, but just enough to understand, the flow and what it actually means to run a bar.
Right.
And my brother-in-law worked for a catering company out here. And so when they would need bartenders for events, he would call me to go and help do that. And so still does. So, and that's what kind of fostered this, because I brought her on one of them and we just kind of started talking about how much fun it is and how we know people that are cool that would want to do it, because it's not, we don't want a full-time bartender necessarily, because they can get grumpy and angry, and nobody wants to do the same thing over and over again. Like you just lose the vibe a little bit. So having a side gig like this, I think is really accessible to a lot of people. So I guess that's my, and we used to do wine events also. Kathryn's old boss used to do house parties. Oh yeah, I forgot about 6 to 8 course meals that he would make himself, and he's a sommelier, amazing, ridiculously smart man. And so we would go and serve and do all the wine and everything at those houses and those private parties.
Yeah, there's
lots of hustle in that, but a lot more wine.
Let's see. So bartending, I don't have much of a formal background in bartending, but I am a pharmacist.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, the mixology piece
Yeah.
has always been there. Not to mention we come from a big party family. So we
Yes.
definitely learned how to make drinks
Yeah.
at home. I did have a cocktail waitress job when I was in pharmacy school. And then jumped into it with Jen during COVID when we would have those events and realize like people can tell the difference that we are here.
For sure.
They're noticing the difference with us and the way we do this, and we think that there's other people who could do it too,
and people who want to pay for that.
Right.
Also,
Right. For sure.
Part of the equation.
Man, I'm loving Proof Bartenders right now. This is so dope. So talk to me a little bit. Look, there it is. Yeah. Have you ever created a new drink? If so, what were the ingredients and what did you name it?
So probably the one that I remember the most is actually when we were at Kathryn's baby shower, whose son is now 16, but we were trying to figure out something fun to drink, and we made a cocktail with Absolute Pear vodka, ginger ale, and either lime or lemon. It's very, very good. And so the initials are OGM, because my nephew's name is Owen Gregory Montana, so it's OGM. So
Ooh,
that's the name of it.
It was the OGM.
The OGM. Mm-hmm.
that's dope.
I forgot about that.
That is dope.
I wasn't drinking them, but
I know, I can't believe I remember.
Before I got pregnant, I really liked that pear vodka.
Yeah, we had a lot of good times with the pear.
See, I don't know if you've listened to this show, and I hate to do this because I don't even want to plug them because they ain't paying me yet. Y'all need to pay me. But anyway, I'm a Faygo man, right? So I love Faygo drinks. You know what I mean? So if I'm going in, let me get like a peach vodka for sure, and then give me my Faygo peach with it. And
Yes.
I mean, it's straight diabetes, but I ain't tripping.
I mean,
so
we're not trying to be
We're all
healthy.
gonna
We're
die
having a good time.
right, you would say that, you know. So listen, I'm gonna go over to this. I want to play a game with you guys. All right. This game is called Yes Indeed with Snead. All right. Shout out to my man P. Daniels.
Let's get booked.
So look, this game, please don't think it too hard on it. All right. I'm just going to throw out rapid fire questions. You guys answer. Okay. Like really, don't feel like you got to put too much thought into it. All right. So we're going to start with, what's the most popular drink that is made by Proof Bartenders?
Jack and Coke.
Yep, Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke. Okay,
And I
that
make
makes sense.
Really, really good Jack. It's sometimes the simple things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is the most important.
So next question, what's your favorite drink to make? Is that your favorite drink to make?
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. So what's a drink that people love that you would never drink?
Ooh.
Anything with sour mix.
Mm-hmm.
Like whiskey
Okay.
sour with like sour mix from a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a bottled margarita.
That stuff scares me.
You know what mine's is? Mine's is definitely hands down a Bloody Mary. I don't see it.
Oh, you're not into the tomato thing. Huh?
Nope. Can't do it. I'll do a V8 splash. I'm not doing V8, but I'll do a V8 splash.
Yeah,
But
you like the fruit. We get
yeah,
it.
I see people drinking those, and I'm like, yeah, I can't trust you. You know, but yeah, it's just
It's a
crazy.
drink and a snack all in one glass. It's cheap.
I'm straight. So next one. Tell me you bartend without telling me you bartend.
Ooh.
See, did I get you?
Slinging sauce? Or is that?
Here's how Jennifer would say it. I went to my chiropractor twice yesterday.
Okay, I got 2 doses. Yeah, I got you.
It's tough.
Let me see. What's the most alcohol that you've ever served?
Oh gosh. Probably one of the last ones that I was at, we went through 4 handles of vodka,
Mm.
2 huge things of Crown Royal, and 2 handles of gin. And they had everyone over purchases alcohol. It is
For sure.
Yeah, we always.
For sure.
unbelievable.
I'm sure you see it at the end of the
Yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
alcohol that people buy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the most. I think that was almost 10 bottles of liquor, which is
Wow.
it was
The big bottles.
impressive.
I'll be completely transparent with you. I know some people will probably be mad that I'm saying this, but you don't know how much alcohol I turn down every wedding season. Like as I'm packing up, they're like, "Hey man,
I
do you
bet.
want to take this?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm straight."
I bet.
I-
Because they don't want. Because they have to come home and take. They have to come back the next day. And
Nobody
take
wants
it.
Exactly.
With it, and
Yeah.
there's 20,000 pounds of it sitting
Right.
in the corner, and the
Yeah.
venue's like, get that out of here.
Or if you get pulled over, if you
Right,
got all
yeah,
this alcohol.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Whole
For
truck
sure.
is full of beer.
Yeah.
All right. The most old school drink of all time.
I mean, I feel like it's Jack and Coke.
Yeah, I mean, I
Unless
think
beer
about
is a drink.
like gin. I mean, I think gin and tonic for me is a little older school
Yeah.
than a Jack and Coke, but
Well, like a Manhattan.
Okay.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I would say Manhattan.
Okay. You remember Tanqueray? What was that? Tanqueray and orange juice or something like that?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, gin and
Yeah.
juice.
Gin and juice.
Yeah, gin and juice. Yeah.
Speaking
It's
of
crazy. All right. Beer or wine?
Beer. Well, both, but beer.
For you, beer?
I actually don't drink either. I'm kind of like you, Mr.
Gotcha.
Snead.
But
if I and I have recently begun to have a glass of wine here and there. So it definitely would be wine if I was gonna drink, but I don't really drink.
Gotcha. Tell me how you judge a drink.
I mean, for me, first off, if it's a mixed drink, it's the amount of ice. So before I even taste it, if the ice level is wrong, then I'm already kind of
annoyed.
disappointed.
Or if they have a big fat straw in it, that's super irritating also.
Mm,
Nobody
gotcha.
likes a big fat straw when you're drinking a drink.
Then
Gotcha.
when you drink it, I mean, it should be strong, but
well
not too
balanced.
strong.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
The way we make drinks at weddings in particular is a little stronger. Like there's usually 1 or 2 people who say it's a little too strong, and they come back for mixer, and everyone else is like, "You make the best drink." That's where we like it.
That's where we like
That's dope. That's dope. Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. How many ounces are in a shot?
1.5.
Ooh, I see you, Jennifer. Okay. All right. What's the number one mistake that new bartenders make?
Overpouring. Or they don't.
Or under
mix
icing.
Or they don't mix it. If it's a mixed drink and they don't really mix it, they just pour it together and then just give it to them. You got to give it a little.
Gotcha.
You gotta move it.
You got to
Right.
vary all the components.
Right. You got to get the vibe. Get the vibe right.
Not
Come
sure.
on.
The vibe is all in there.
Right.
You're not getting just soft.
You should, every time you stir it, just VIBE. All right, there it is.
There you
go. Don't take that from me. Don't take that. All right. So if you weren't in this field, what would you be doing?
Well, we still have corporate jobs on the side.
Okay.
So, I'm actually in pharma sales.
Okay.
So I am doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I didn't have to do the corporate job, I would be doing Proof full time.
There it is.
Which we have our bartenders component, and then we're also working on a wellness component.
Oh,
Because we're
okay.
the energy on all levels. So
Yeah.
I'm a Reiki practitioner, and I want to do Reiki and coaching.
And I
That's
teach
dope.
yoga. I'm a registered yoga teacher.
That's dope. Okay. I'm liking this. Which one would you rather bartend at? A club, a bar, a private party, or a wedding?
I'm going to go with wedding. People are usually better dressed and they're better tippers because the drinks are free.
There it is.
You know what? She's right.
And the food's usually better too. At least the cake is.
All right. What's the most popular drink that's out right now?
Oh, that's out right now?
Mhm.
Well, I would say,
Freaking White Claw.
yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
go through a crap load of White Claw. But
The
then also
seltzers.
there's a lot of tequila and tonic people are drinking. There's
Okay.
a lot of girls drinking tequila and tonic. A lot more tonic happening at the past
Interesting.
couple events I've been at.
Hmm.
The tequila
okay.
and tonic was one of them, and that sounds just awful to me.
I'm a tonic fan.
And tell me what do you love most about what you do?
I love recruiting bartenders. Really, that's my favorite part. And I tell Jennifer all the time, I'm like, we have this group, and it's awesome because we can get them out helping other people, and have a healthy business. But also we have this group, right, of people that we now have some kind of a connection with, and
Right.
maybe we do wellness events with them just because you got to keep the vibes on point by taking
Exactly.
care of yourself. Or maybe I don't know what, but I think the fact that we have a good kind of gut feeling for connecting with other people that have great energy,
Mhm.
that's really the kind of basis of it. And I feel like that could grow and change over time in ways that are really exciting. So I love finding the new peeps.
And I, as a middle child, I just like making people happy. And so I like serving people and giving them what they want, or being, exciting them, or, giving them something they maybe didn't realize.
Jennifer, look, so I think your signature drink should be called the middle child. That would be dope. Ooh. All right, look, I'm giving y'all too much. I'm giving y'all too much right now.
No, we have an event next week. That's going on the
list. Well, thank you guys so much. That was Yes Indeed with Snead. You guys did good. You did good. That was cool. See, it wasn't too much pressure there. It wasn't too much pressure. So let's get back into it. If someone were to book you for a wedding or an event, do you guys help with creating their menu for them?
If they need it, most of them already have a pretty solid idea of what they want, or personalized drinks already by the time they get to us. But yes, I'm helping plan an event for next week that we're doing, and they're doing it's called Ignite the Night is their theme, and it's they'll have black lights and stuff. And so did some research and found some drinks that glow in the dark. So we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they need it, or if they're interested in it, yes, we're able to help them get what they want.
No doubt. So I'm gonna give you a scenario. All right. Someone at an event, they return their drink twice. So the first time they're like, hey, this don't taste right. Second time, hey, we don't like this. All right. So as a bartender, how do you teach your employees to handle situations like that?
So, well, obviously, apologize. Like there's never any resistance. The customer's always right kind of mentality, of course.
Yeah.
But then I think it is, if you've got another bartender nearby, like, hey, why don't I have Jennifer fix you something? Because maybe, I'm too heavy with it's too strong, or it's too sweet.
Yeah, the vibes is too much. Yeah, just too much vibes.
My vibes aren't good for you. Let's see it. So that's a great option if you've got a second bartender there. If you don't, then I think it's just about kind of, Jennifer referred to this earlier, is maybe looking underneath, what you don't like about it. What specifically do you not like? So I can help you find something, maybe go in another direction. If not, I'll just keep making it until you do like it.
Get it right, yeah.
Make them a little different. Yeah. Give them both of them. Just let me know.
We'll get it right. We're not giving up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Got a drink. Who wants one?
For sure. And what do you do if someone asks for a drink that's not on the menu, or like a drink you've never heard of? Like I remember when I like back in the day, I used to ask for a Texas tea. You guys ever heard of Texas tea?
Oh, with iced tea and lemonade and vodka.
Well, nah. So honestly, it's
Oh,
just
probably bourbon if it's Texas.
it's a what's the tea?
Twisted tea.
No,
Oh,
not
a
twisted
golden
tea.
tea.
Nah, it's a See, I don't even drink like that, so I'm playing myself right now. It's a Long Island iced tea,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
just double,
Oh.
so it's strong. Yeah,
Stronger than a Long Island.
yeah, it's stronger than a
That-
Long
that
Island,
is
so
what
it's
that
double.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would be, that's a lot.
Yeah, a Texas tea. Yeah,
So we do get requests for stuff that we don't have because we're dealing with whatever ingredients the host has purchased.
right.
We're not a mobile bar company.
Gotcha.
That's not our lane.
Mhm.
So we're using what's in front of us. So that's actually a fairly frequent occurrence that someone says, "Can I get whatever?"
Olives.
Right.
Yeah. And like, we don't have, oh, they didn't buy those, but let me, so we're always about, let's see what we can do with what we've got and be resourceful.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And talk to me about, how do you deal with drunk customers?
So
Jen's good at that.
I'm good at those are my specialty. No. So depending on the event itself, first of all, we always like to talk to either, ideally it's the bride and the groom, but we have a lot of interaction usually with one of the parents because they're the ones
Yeah.
paying for the alcohol, and so they're
For sure.
checking and asking how much they have left. So we try to make sure we have a chat with them and just say, if someone's getting belligerent, typically my go-to is I'll say, why don't you go ask John, the father of the bride, if you can have another drink, and if you can bring him over here and tell me to make you another drink, I'm more than happy to do it. If they're belligerent like that, ideally they're not, and I can just get away with not giving them alcohol. I had one lady that was drinking, vodka cranberries all evening, and I was just giving her cranberry juice and pouring water in there for the last 3 or 4 that she had. She had no idea. So
Right.
I don't want to embarrass anyone.
Yeah.
So ideally, that's the way to go. Is we just give them drinks that don't have any alcohol in them.
Titrate down.
And but if they get belligerent, I just have them go ask, usually the father of the bride, to come over here, and I'd be more than happy to serve them another drink. And they don't ever come back.
Yeah. See, I thought the way you did it is you say, "Hey, go ask the DJ to play another song," and then y'all send them over to me, and then, "Can you play?" And you're like, "Oh my God, go over to the bar and get another drink," and they just keep going back and forth. They get their steps in. See, that's the yoga side of proof bartending.
I'll give you another drink.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so talk to me about alcohol safety training. So do you guys offer it to your employees when they're onboarding?
Yep.
We do. We use the tips training, which is kind of the basic safety training. A lot of our bartenders already have that, but if they don't, and we need it depending on the venue. Some of the venues require that, and we prefer to have that
For sure.
in place. So that's what we use.
Awesome. And what do you think the hardest part about bartending is?
I think it's the flow.
I was gonna say hauling ice.
Oh God, yeah. That's physically the hardest part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think being able to, and we talked about this after the wedding that we did in West Virginia, because it was a really long bar and it really couldn't have been done with one person. Thank God we had 2 of us plus our mom. Our mom. It was super fun.
What's up, Mom?
Her name's Lynn. Yeah.
What's up, Lynn?
She did great. And so we talked about it afterwards that we got to make sure our bartenders are ready for any kind of setup. Like we said earlier, you don't really know what you're working with, and you want to be able to take care of people as efficiently as possible,
Mm-hmm.
while maintaining the vibe and, you know, not getting hurt, really.
Right.
Like you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
get hurt, like reaching, pulling, twisting, lifting. It's physically very demanding, which is kind of where our wellness component comes in as well.
Right.
So yeah, I think that is one of the things, because they already have the vibes.
Right.
You know, they might already have the bartender training in certain settings, but you might not understand how the hustle looks different in, especially the wedding type
For
of
sure.
Mhm.
For sure. I mean, because I'm thinking about weddings. I mean, I just did a wedding was it last week? I think just did a wedding last week, 300 people, right? And if you think about a 300 people wedding, let's just say 25 of those people are kids, right? So obviously you're not serving kids.
Right.
So really you have a 275 person wedding,
Mhm.
and you're thinking it's going to be 2 to 3 drinks per person. So that bartender crew, they were busy. Like I remember looking up and just seeing lines and lines and lines. But as a DJ, it lets me know that I'm doing my job if people are still going back and getting drinks and still coming out and dancing.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, as a DJ, there's nothing better than being a DJ, right? And you drop a song and people leave your line
Yeah, right?
to come to come back out.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's
this
not
drink can wait. Believe me, this drink can wait till after this song. So that's the best feeling as a DJ.
Yeah, I like that at the West Virginia wedding, we were set up on the other side of the dance floor from
Uh-huh.
the DJs. They were kind of up in a booth,
Uh-huh.
and they were like pointing at us. We were, you know, like dancing behind the
Oh, yeah.
bar and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
That's dope. So what do you recommend to most of your clients when they are looking to book with you? For instance, like me, I recommend that you do your due diligence and you look and you don't just say, hey, I need a DJ, I want to book you. No, really vet out your DJ, what you're looking for, what they specialize in, different things like that. So just talk to me about what you recommend to most of your clients.
So I would say that to understand what the venue is offering you and what the setup is, so that if you're going to buy a bunch of stuff and limes and lemons, then you need to make sure that the venue has knives and cutting boards to be able to cut said limes and lemons.
Right.
Or we'll bring them, but we need to know.
Right. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so really, again, understanding what they're looking for and what they want. You know, it's like, okay, well, you might want this Long Island iced tea, but if you do, we need 10 liquors and we need cherries or whatever. And do you really want, I mean, is that really what you're going? I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of probably end up being waste. That's a lot of time that we have to make that. And so does that make more sense than something else? And so trying to make sure that they have a realistic menu, I think is key, because some stuff there's not, having to salt rims and things takes time, which is fine. It's fine if that's really what they want in the end, then we're going to do it. But they just need to have a full view of what that is going to end up looking like.
For sure. And talk to me a little bit about what the process looks like for someone that is wanting to book with you.
So we take information from the lead form on our website, or we do sales calls as well. So we talk to our contact and find out kind of what they're looking for, what their priorities are. So because we have those different categories of clients, so kind of a small one-time event like the one we're getting ready for next week, it's a consultation then about how many people you expect, how much do you need help with the menu. So we kind of do a consultation after we get the basic information and find out kind of that deeper level of information and connect and start to build the relationship with that client. We're really excited about, especially as we grow and establish ourselves and our reputation, being able to match our bartenders and unique things about our bartenders' background, history, personality with the venue. So
Yeah.
we did actually the wedding that we bartended where we decided we were going to start this business was with horse people. They weren't like literally, they owned horses.
They didn't look like horses.
They
owned
dressed like horses. It was,
Gotcha.
It was
Gotcha.
a cosplay thing. No, they were like horse people up in Delaware, and everyone, you know, that was their thing. They were all into, and I thought, you know, if we want to know if you grew up riding horses, and we have an event at an equestrian center, then that's a bartender I'm going to send to that event, or
Right.
you know,
in a barn.
do you speak Spanish, or you know,
Right.
whatever. We love that idea of really being able to drill deep into the customized vibes.
That's dope. That's dope. And how soon should people be reaching out to book you for your services? Well, to book Proof Bartending for their services.
So, I mean, obviously, the earlier, the better. We do typically charge kind of a rush fee if it's within 2 weeks. So at least 2 weeks planning time helps us get all the consultation done and then work with our team of bartenders to find the right fit.
Yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know. So, you know, I'm a DJ. And I ask all of my guests this. So I have to ask you, if there were a theme song playing when you walked into a room, every time you walked into a room, what song would that be and why?
I actually not recently, but earlier this year had to choose a walk-up song.
Okay.
For my new job, my corporate job, actually. And I only know how to be one way, which is me, authentic. And I was like, it has to be Move by Beyonce.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm with my girls and we all need space.
Hey,
When
there it is.
Come through part like the Red Sea.
I love it. Jennifer, what about you?
So probably for me, I would kind of, oh Lord, it's really hard for me because I like a lot of music, but probably either a Metallica song, but it would be hard to pick which one. Probably Sad But True, because that's just a killer song.
No doubt. No doubt.
Ooh, I need to hear that now.
It's a good one. Get you going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And before I get you guys out of here, I need you to tell my listeners, and my viewers, what's up, everybody? Tell them how they can get in touch with you, with Proof Bartenders, and book you guys, because that's what you're here for. We're here to get you booked.
I hope so. Our website is the best way. Like we talked about, the need one, be one. Click your appropriate button, and then we'll get all the information and get back to you. We also have an Instagram at Proof Bartenders, and those are the best ways. Here's our card. You can look for the
there it is.
Faces.
Yeah, that's proofbartenders.com, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Proofbartenders.com. There it is. Well, listen, Kathryn, Jennifer, it has been a pleasure meeting you guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. It's been great getting to know you, and I really foresee some of a future here, a partnership with Proof Bartenders and DJ Snead. You never know, people. You know.
Never know.
I agree. We hear someone needs a DJ. You hear someone needs a bartender, and then we'll be
there. It is.
Party.
Vibing out for real. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Let's Get Booked. Until next time, thank you so much. All right, keep your head up, be safe out there. And until next time, DJ Snead. Peace. It's my man Todd P. Love it. Yeah.
I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait. I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait. I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait. I'm gon' find me a play, I'm gon' find me a play. I'm gon' find it today, cause tomorrow can't wait.